Each year, around 13,000 young people join the British Army.
Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself! Get a grip of your shit carcass and get up this fucking hill! Right now!
They'll work in a variety of jobs: chefs, drivers, medics.
I've only been here a day and rest my mum already. I'll probably end up going home.
But first, each of them must train to be a soldier. It's a tough process, and not everyone will make it.
What girls getting changed? I've got this far and I'm here, and it's like I don't even know if I actually want to be here.
Over 14 weeks, we follow some of the Army's newest recruits.
The mental robustness of these certain individuals is not there.
On their journey from civilians to soldiers.
Yes, got something! Jump for something! Let's go!
For around 100 young recruits, it's their first day in the British Army.
Right, young man, do your top button up, all right, and do your tie up to the top. Here for a job interview, let's look as smart as possible, eh?
It's a bit of a shock capture. They're all over the place. You don't really know what's going on. You could literally say anything to them and they'll just be like that.
Normally within the first 2-3 days, you can tell who's going to be hard work and who's going to be a real good guy. And you see guys who've come from all walks of life, they really want to be here, they're keen as mustard, and then you get other guys who are a bit like, I'm not sure, I don't know.
Everyone wants me to go in. My mum, my dad. My brother's been in for like 4 years now, so he kind of like inspired me to go in. It's going to be hard. I've heard that a lot of people have told me that the game breaking and that, but so I'm just going to try my best.
It's the last time they'll see their families for 4 weeks. And after the emotional goodbyes, it's straight to business.
I need you in shorts, t-shirts, okay, and trainers. And then come back down with all your paperwork. Make sure you've got no earrings in, take that makeup off your face. You've got 2 minutes, go.
This is looking a bit smart, that's all.
Over the next 14 weeks, the new recruits will be pushed to their limits. But the first endurance challenge is admin.
Before you come back in, you swear your oath of allegiance to the Queen, her heirs and successors, and you're in the British Army. If you don't want to sign, you speak to myself, and we'll get you away. Easy as that.
Can you please put your hands up if you don't want to attest today? Anyone? Right, so you're telling me in front of me I have a whole group of incredibly motivated, committed people, yes? Yes. Good, good, good. Everyone stand up, please. The oath. I say your name. Repeat after me. Swear by Almighty God.
Swear by Almighty God.
This I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to.
This I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to.
Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II.
Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II.
I've always been a little shit at school and things, so I needed a fresh start. I'm quite fit, so it seemed like a good opportunity.
And that I will, as duty bound, honestly and faithfully defend Her Majesty.
Honestly and faithfully defend Her Majesty.
My dad was in the army and my elder brother's in the Marines. I think mum's a bit wary, but yeah, they're all really supportive.
Her heirs and successors.
Her heirs and successors.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Always wanted to do it and just thought, I'm not getting any younger, so I might as well do it now.
Now sign your names below. Congratulate yourselves that you have got this far. Well done. But now the hard work starts.
Just working in a bar,
So not a career.
bar in a function street now. I think I'm just for a couple of years part-time. Moved to full-time in the past 6. Been down to part-time in the past 6 months for all done my training and stuff.
I used to work for a bank. I wanted to join the army ever since I left school, really, and I've really enjoyed it so far. A lot of admin and a lot of paperwork to get out of there. I've got a tattoo on the small of my neck here.
What did you have it done?
I was stupid in 18.
It's going to be a tense few days for Oliver as he waits to hear whether his tattoo breaks army rules. During the rest of week 1, the recruits get their first taste of army fitness, including a series of tests that they must complete before they can pass out of training.
It made me go dizzy and everything. I didn't like that. I couldn't get the technique properly, but I mean practice.
It's going to get harder, obviously, but I won't give up. I'm worried about the PT. I'm going to stick at it, I'm going to try anyway. Even if it does break me, I'll just get back up and do it again.
Lift! Lift! Come on, have a dig deep again now. Keep your head up.
I was a bit annoyed because I didn't get the weight that I want to get for my regiment.
Stay where you are, Robert.
What do you need to lift? 20 kilogram each jerry can for 150 metres, and I got to about 120.
So you're gonna have to push down that way then, aren't you? If the rank's here, push that way. It is just the basics today. Ladies, listen to me. Push this way. Stop bending at the hips.
What was that? Louder.
Trying to get them to put one foot in front of the other is a little bit hard at the minute, but they are getting there.
Fall out. Left, right, left. Get away, get away, get away.
As week 1 comes to an end, there's already some bad news for one recruit.
A bit gutted, but you know, that's life, and I'll just come back and do it again. I'll just get it removed as soon as I get home. Speak to my tattooist. He does laser in, so I'll give him a call as soon as I get home.
We're going to get absolutely shredded.
For the remaining recruits, each day brings a packed schedule.
Right,
Are you missing, Kane?
I'm missing a fleece corporal.
Where's your fleece gone?
I must have a local corporal.
I beg your pardon?
I must have a local corporal.
Why is a military kit in your civilian locker? Why?
I never had time to fold the corporal.
Because you never had time to fold it, so you thought, oh fuck it, I'll mug her off.
The drama is, I'm asking them to do simple things like make the bed, put laundry in, make sure you fill in your diaries.
Seriously! I asked you to do one fucking thing, and it was do that fucking list on the board that I had the kindness to fucking write on there for you lot. Well, that's it, girls. Right now, you've got me fucking raging.
They're choosing not to do that. They're choosing to spend their whole time down the naffy, eating pizzas, watching films.
Mr. Fucking Nice Guy is not coming back.
Is that fleece missing? There should be 2 fleeces there. But as I came in this morning, I realised that the 2 of them weren't matching. So I never had time to make the 2 of them match, I took it out.
Next, a skill at arms lesson. Before it's back to the gym for battle physical training. But having injured her knee on a run earlier in the week, Becky is unable to take part.
Well, it's took me 2 years to get where I am now, and I've got this far, and I'm here, and it's like I don't even know if I actually want to be here. But then I do want to go home and then like let other people down. But I do want to stay here for like their sake, if you get me.
After a quick bit of food at the Scoff House and having failed their inspections this morning, the recruits don't have long before a re-inspection.
Right, who's been kissing the bloody mirrors? Someone's taking a piss, aren't they? Corporal.
And the corporals have got wind of Facebook messages being sent between the male and female troops.
5, 4, 3.
Let's do this fucking floor.
Floor haven't been hoovered. But we can find time to fraternise with the female troop. You were told no fraternisation because it would bring the army in disrepute. We got our ass chewed by the troop sergeant because of you lot.
So you're fucking very out. Starting to do my nutting.
I've just went in there now and looking around. There's 100% improvement from when I went in earlier. I'll find something else. And that's not me being a knob, that is me making them work as a team and making them realise how good they can be. Right, it's about an inch of dust all the way along the back of the skirting board. That's the best I've ever seen on a secondary show, ever.
After a tough week of training, the female troop have been rewarded with a trip to the Tower of London.
Oh my God, it was so nice to just wake up and be normal.
feel like I'm being dressed up for a wedding, even though I used to get up and get like this every day.
I've enjoyed it so far. The last couple of days were putting me down through my knee injury and that. It just, I don't know, it made me, I don't know, I was just having a few couple of days where I thought, I don't know if it's for me, but again, these last couple of days I've woke up feeling different again.
Back on camp, and the respirator confidence test is a rite of passage for all recruits.
Cool, I am 3023.
Open your eyes!
4477, recruit Abbott.
Walk to the door!
The recruits get 2 weeks off for summer leave, but after a fortnight unwinding, it's straight back to army life.
At the double! Advance!
With varying levels of enthusiasm.
On guard! Where's your fucking aggression, girls?
I think it's just the shock of coming back and getting used to getting into it again.
Advance!
It sort of teaches them how to do controlled aggression. They might have to do it one day, so it also puts a bit of realism into it as well.
One pace left!
Dreading it, and I'm really tired, but it should be fun.
The recruits are arriving on site for their first exercise, but Becky's knee injury means she can't take part.
I just feel dead depressed. Well, that's the first, it wasn't even that knee. I feel like I'm letting loads of people down now.
So who do you think you're letting down?
One of the girls, the sergeant. And then if I get back to it, then I'll probably just DOR and try again in the next couple of years. I don't know what I want to do.
After a quick demo to show how dangerous even blank ammunition can be without the proper safety attachment on their rifles, it's straight to work building their base for the next 2 nights.
We're just making a hole basically to sit in when we've got stag, which is when we're just on lookout to make sure no one's intruding on the harbour area, which is just where we all sleep and all our kit is.
There's 3 people on stag all the time, and like you just keep watch of your side kind of thing. If anything happens, let everyone know, but yeah, it's just pretty much sitting here until someone comes here and replaces.
It's pretty hellish, to be honest. Trying to keep yourself warm, trying to keep yourself full of energy, because obviously when your energy levels drop, then obviously your self-motivation, so obviously that goes at the same time that everything else goes, so it is physically demanding, and I imagine we'll have another task ahead of us. So
this is the first time they've been in the field properly. They've built up the defensive position, and each access point has got a sentry location. I think it was a bit of a shock to the systems for most of them, but they'll get there in the end.
Sentry duty continues on a rota throughout the night before a rude awakening in the morning.
Get that fucking burger up there now! Start looking out for the fucking enemy position! Fucking stand too! And you're fucking fannying on!
Did you oil this part?
Yeah, but I washed it off.
You washed it off after?
No, I brushed it off after.
Comrade, did you oil your weapon?
Some of it, Sergeant.
Comrade, did you oil your weapon?
Some of it.
Which bit?
The bolt and the spring.
No, you didn't.
I sprayed it.
It's the female troops' turn for the respirator confidence test.
As soon as you remove your gas mask, it hurt my eyes, so it did. So it was just an instant trying to close them, but then you have to open them to make eye contact with your corporal.
I am 30138. Recruit you as aspired to join the Royal Justice Corps as a driver communication specialist. Corporal.
can't see shit.
That's alright, come towards me.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, can I see? Ah.
Stevie picked up a toe injury on exercise, and now both her and Becky are in the medical centre.
We feel a bit better about it because we're together. So, if she wasn't there, I think, if I wasn't there and she wasn't there, I think we would have both considered leaving. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just nice having someone there that I know.
Injuries happen fairly often in training, and Courtney has experienced how hard it can be.
I got to week 4 of training, ended up with pain in my back, went to the doctor. She said that I had an abscess. It turned out I had to have surgery, and I put back to week 1 in troop, so that was hard.
Soon after Becky decided to leave the army, Stevie will now have to continue her training with a different troop. The rest of the recruits are in Belgium, taking part in a service at the Melon Gate.
You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I have learned from my father, I have made known to you. It's nice to see what our ancestors did in the job that we are and how much it's changed through the years and everything, and if we were in those days, what we would have had to do and everything. Yeah, it's been really interesting.
Wait, just grab a picture, just grab a picture.
Back in Pirbright, the recruits are practising on the ranges with live rounds.
I do enjoy the ranges, but it's just when you're firing, it's hitting you in the eye.
Courtney's shots are closely enough grouped to pass, but the looming inspection might be less straightforward.
Sergeant, I am 30228013, recruit Byro, aspiring to join the Royal Signals as Communication Systems Operator Sergeant.
Morning, Byro.
Morning, Sergeant.
Who is the officer commanding Khan Squadron?
The officer commanding is Lieutenant...
Husey, what is a resonant antenna? No, I'm only joking. How's it going, driver?
Good, thank you, Sergeant.
I'm not going to ask you any questions because you'll know, won't you? Hopefully. Who's the regimental 2IC then, driver?
There it is, Sergeant.
Oh. Girls, not a bad effort. These personalities, you need to get them nailed because come next week, the OC will be asking you, and the only person who's going to look silly is you when you stand there and go, I don't know.
Halt! Whilst that was just a practice, their drill test is very real.
You're looking really smart.
Thank you, ma'am.
Really well done. What size are your feet?
These are a size 5, ma'am.
Change step! Change step!
They must pass to progress with their training.
They've put in a lot of hard work. The training team have put a lot of hard work into them. So yeah, I'm pleased with today. So far, so good.
Change step! Change step! Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself. Get a grip of your shit carcass and get up this fucking hill. Right now!
Just a few hundred metres into a 5-kilometre tab through the woods, Courtney has fallen over. The rest of the troop carry on.
Come on, Husey, good girl. Good.
Despite wanting to catch up, she's banged her head, so Courtney will be taken straight to the medical centre for a checkup. She's given the all clear a bit later, but the others have failed to impress.
The girls put in the most atrocious performance I've ever seen in my army career. The mental robustness of the certain individuals is not there, and at the end of the day, you're starting to see who wants to be and who doesn't, and the majority of them can't be asked.
Major Kent is the squadron's officer commanding.
Good morning.
She's the most senior officer that the recruits will be inspected by.
Good morning.
Follow you around.
Yes, please do, Corporal Thompson. That'd be lovely. Thank you very much. Chill out.
That's right.
Right, please pull out and follow me around. Nice jacket, good looking locker. How are you finding things?
Good, ma'am. I enjoy it, ma'am.
All of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Worst part?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
What have you done to him? You're not supposed to like it all.
It's all a learning curve.
Exactly. Have you programmed him?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Most of them are me, some of them are girls from the section, ma'am. And family photo there.
Are they coming down for Family's Day?
Yes, ma'am. They'll be here on Thursday.
Fantastic.
All previous inspections have been building up to passing this one, and for most of the recruits, all goes well.
Good. Well, let's see what's going on when they're here then.
But the training team have some concerns about Liam.
He's been falling short. He's been spoken to numerous times.
Have I told you to brief the guys up about Sentry?
No, it just goes with asking.
Listen.
But he takes it on and then doesn't make the appropriate adjustments.
At the halfway point in training, it's Family's Day.
We're very proud of her. It's been a long time coming. We've been training for a good 18 months, 12 months before she started here, just trying to get her weight down and building herself up, pushing her. She's been crying, I've had her crying, running, we've been running.
I'm just immensely proud, you know.
Yes, very proud.
Just, yeah, I can't believe, you know, he even looks taller.
It's also the day recruits get presented with the cap badge for the regiment they're aspiring to join.
I did 25 years in the army. I know what she's going through because I've been there. So yeah, we can give it, I can give her a bit more support than Mum because I've been there and done it.
But as the recruits enjoy some time with their families, Purbright is hitting the headlines.
BBC Newsbeat. An investigation started in Surrey after a female army recruit collapsed and died during a fitness test.
Although the recruit that died, Megan Park, was in a different troop and the recruits we're following didn't know her, the mood is sombre. But training must continue.
Advance!
They're back on exercise, practising fire and movement.
Contact front!
Having developed back pain overnight, Max has been reduced to playing the part of the enemy.
Move! Play safety catches and dress into me. It was good, gents. It was hard, it was fast. A little bit more aggression, better use of coverage. Okay, also, start moving. If you've got a stoppage or a magazine, you can do it on the move. Yeah? Makes sense?
I was on stag, and then it was just agony. They just gave me light duties kind of thing for the day, so I'm not carrying any kit at the moment, but hopefully I'll get it back in a minute because I want to be involved with all of this.
Stoppage! Do it on the move! Stop! Close in.
Why do you think it stopped you?
Because we stopped.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking shit. Have a fucking think about what you're doing. Come back with a better approach, otherwise it's going to be bye-bye for you.
It's been a long couple of weeks, to be honest. The day of OC's inspection, there was a bit of a mix-up in communications between the lads and the Corporal Hyatt, basically. And a bit of my frustration came out and I said something I shouldn't have said, so therefore I got put in a section commander's warning for it.
What did you say?
I called Corporal Hyatt P, and then once I thought she'd left the room, swore. So I got a bit of a bollocking for that and put in a warning.
The recruits now have a week of non-military adventure training in Wales, including climbing, caving and canoeing.
It's called the divorce boat, isn't it?
I now realise why.
It's a reward though as well in a way, because you are off camp and you are getting to do all this stuff you probably wouldn't do in civvy life. Like I would never do this in civvy life.
Ever. But
never.
Now I'm proud of myself for doing it.
Each activity is designed to push them beyond their comfort zone. For Liam, caving is the big test.
What's the matter? Yeah, of course you do, mate. You can fucking get up. You stand up or try and just keep on going down. You alright? That's it.
Fuck me, that was hard, man. I'm claustrophobic, so just had to get through it. Just like not think about it. Because for me, that's the biggest challenge I've ever done. So I've been claustrophobic since I was a wee boy. I can just like confined space, confined rooms, anything like that. So massive achievement from my point of view.
This is what battle PT sessions in the gym have been building up to. A timed run on the assault course where teamwork is crucial. It's the final exercise. Time to put into practice everything that's been taught in the last 13 weeks.
Carry on the routine with these on, okay? If you need to drink, do your drinking drill. If you need to eat, do your eating drill, okay? And all that good stuff. Any questions? Disappear. Sort it out.
Can't breathe whatsoever in it. It's awful, isn't it? And when we had to go on the patrol, then walking back up the hill, you can't even breathe whatsoever. I don't know how we cope with it. It would actually really like to keep that on.
The location's been compromised. They now have to move location, so they're closing down as quickly and as quietly as they can to move to Hasty Harbour.
It's been 5 days since the recruits had a shower, a proper night's sleep, or ate food not from a ration pack. And moving camp in complete darkness is one of the many tasks designed to push them both mentally and physically. Fatigued after a 5th night in the field, the final attack sees them storm 2 enemy bases, led by their instructors.
Grenade! Get in, straight in, closing them down, that's it.
It's a good start for Courtney.
Position clear! Go! Get up there! Go!
But in the male troop, Max is struggling with a jammed rifle.
Magazine!
Move. The females are advancing on the 2nd base. And having crawled up close unnoticed, it's Courtney's job to throw a grenade into the enemy position.
Get it! Byron, do you know what you just fucking done? You killed the pair of us.
I didn't put enough power in to get it, so it hit a tree and then killed me. It's not funny really, but practice, and then I know like not to make that mistake again.
Leave the weapon!
Despite the blunder,
Cover!
they must carry on.
Cover in! Cover in! Cover! Cover! Clear! Get them on the fucking stretcher now! What girls, get in the change!
They need to evacuate a casualty on a makeshift stretcher before switching to a dummy and finishing the exercise with a gruelling stretcher race.
It's physically hard for everybody.
Right, get up! This person's dying here!
They're attacking 2 in-depth positions. They're going up over a hill twice, all right? Then they've then got to do the best part of 2 miles on a stretcher. When the girls are carrying half their own body weight, it's going to be difficult.
Girls, why are you walking? I suggest you get a rocket up your fucking arse. Everything you've got, let's go. There's the end. Come on. Place it down. You did it. Don't shake your heads. Be proud. You did it.
So happy it's done. Everyone needed to work together a little bit more, if that makes sense, because it was always the same people on the stretcher, and it was tough.
Across the board, yeah, it was all right. I think the girls have got the basics. They've done what I've asked, but they could have done more.
We all smell and we've all got a bit fed up with each other, but it's been a long 6 days.
The teaching is over. Of the recruits that started 14 weeks ago, those who've been successful are about to pass out of their Phase 1 Army training.
It's not what I expected, to be fair. I expected, if I'm completely honest, not to be here now.
I remember I was so nervous on that first day. I was a bit apprehensive about what was going to happen, and it's been good. It's been a good experience.
Like, it's definitely changes you for the better. I would have just ended up staying as I was, overweight and not happy, really.
For Stevie, it's tough seeing her original troop leave.
Proper emotional. It's horrible, but I think it'd be better when they go, so I didn't have to see them.
I should have been here. You'll get there. Honest. I did.
Math and operation, but it should be completely fine after that.
Another recruit not passing out today is Liam.
My attitude wasn't as good as it could have been. A couple of discipline problems. I had a bit of a There was a bit of an altercation with another lad in my last trip.
People within his section raised certain complaints that worried me, worried his troop staff, and made it quite clear that Kane wasn't yet getting the Army's values and standards.
I still have got a lot of work that needs done before I pass out, but at the same time I'm putting the effort in to try to make the changes that I feel that are necessary to get there.
Basically the Army is going to be my life. I'd like to do more than 4 years, hopefully 20 odd years.
On a bit of reflection time, you look back and you think, actually, when they came through the door to what they are now, they've changed immensely. You know what I mean? Just at the time when you're frustrated with them not performing, you forget how much they're changing already to get to that level that you want them at.
I'm still not that strong. Like, that's what I say to like recruits who I see now when they're all like shaking about it and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna fail or whatever. I'm like, if I can do it, you can do it, kind of thing. It's the funniest thing watching like 30-year-old men worry about their ironing and folding.
You do learn just to get on with things that you really don't enjoy doing, because overall it changes you for the better.